Check. Can you hear me?
செக் செக் செக். ப்ரோ நல்லா கேட்குது ப்ரோ, கிளியராக இருக்குது.
கிளியரா இருக்கா?
கிளியராக இருக்குது.
இந்த பண்ணுங்க.
150 ஹெட்ஃபோனா?
Check, check, check. Ashwin, am I audible? Check, check. Awesome. Hey Naveen, am I audible? Check, check.
Yes, Ryan, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How
Ryan,
are
how are
you?
you? Yeah, doing good, bro, doing good.
Awesome, awesome.
Good evening and welcome to this match number 30, Tadoba Tigers versus Sindh Sonics. I am Navin Shari and right here from Harivansh Thana Bhagat Indoor Stadium at Khelgaon, Ranchi. We are coming to you live and exclusive on this Yuva Kabaddi Monsoon edition powered by FanCode, our health partner Zenitech Super Specialty Hospitals, and spreading this Kabaddi fever across the Ranchi city is Radio City 91.1 and physio partner Department of Physiotherapy under University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur. And today's match is the first two matches, 13-point victories for the teams. That is Panchala Pride and Mutthal Magnets, and then Kaziranga Rhinos tasting their first defeat in this monsoon edition. And the previous game was a big comeback by Aravali Arrows against the Humpy Heroes. And then now, Tadoba Tigers and Sindh Sonics, the bottom place two teams, where Sindh Sonics slightly better with one victory, but Tadoba Tigers will not be going up if they are still on zero on that W. So, if Kaziranga Rhinos can get their first loss today, why not Tadoba Tigers get their first victory? Let's see what happens. Over to Bishwadit Singh to get in the players on the match.
Thank you, Naveen. Good evening, everyone. देवभूमि के सामने है छोटा नागपुर प्रदेश, मेहमान के सामने है मेजबान, उत्तराखंड के सामने है झारखंड। और अब वक्त हो चुका है उस टीम को कॉल करने का जो अब तक मॉनसून एडिशन में जीत का स्वाद चख नहीं पाए हैं, अपनी पहली जीत की तलाश में आ रहे हैं। प्लीज वेलकम तड़ोबा टाइगर्स। और अब टाइगर को ललकारने के लिए और मैदान में छाने के लिए प्लीज वेलकम सिंध सोनिक्स।
As both the teams descend on this mat, it's in Sonics in blue and in orange is Tadoba Tigers, and it's Dinesh Nirwal and Pankaj Sharma for the Tadoba Tigers. And then looking at those corners, of course in the rating department you have got Nitin Bisht and also Shubham Shukla along with Arjun Rati. But for the covers it's going to be Himanshu Rawat and the skipper Ranjan Chaudhary. Then in the substitutes you have Yudhit Tina and Tinu and Sagar Vikrant and Mahendra Bisht along with the coach Nitin, and alongside me my very good friend, welcome Ryan, it's been a long time talking to you.
Indeed, Naveen, and I would like to introduce the starting seven for the Sindh Sonics. In the corners we have Vishal and Harendra. In the insides we have Balraj and Sanskar. Balraj, of course, their star player, 46 rate points so far. In the covers we have Angad and Umesh, and in the middle the captain Saurav Kumar coming in, and their support cast, the substitutes, coming in the form of Prince, Abhimanyu, Rahul, Vicky and Jitendra.
Yeah, absolutely, and the coach Arvind Oja will be trying to put one up against the Tadoba Tigers. There you go, because they haven't won it yet. The Sindh Sonics against the Tadoba Tigers. This is a head-to-head from summer and this monsoon edition. It's an overall history of Yuva Kabaddi series. So that is what we'll be putting out, the head-to-head. So Tadoba Tigers have got 1-0 up on the Sindh Sonics, and if they have to win this first match yet, Tadoba Tigers in this monsoon edition, and the toss was won by the Tadoba Tigers. That's a good beginning, as Ranjan Chaudhary will take the coin and go away, and selecting the court onto his right. So the raid will happen from the left to right of our screens, and we will probably see Balraj Singh or even Sanskar Mishra coming in for that first raid. But talking about the players to watch out for, as expected, the man in that orange jersey who resembles Fazal Atrachali, and is there, Arjun Rati. Played 5 matches, 81.3 is the strike rate. Very, very good for a very good raider, 87 rate points. But that has to get converted into a winning ways, Ryan. And of course, on the other hand, you will have another man to look out for, isn't it?
Oh yes, I will. Man for the Sindh Sonics, like I earlier mentioned, it will be Mr. Balraj Singh. Yes, 5 matches, 46 raid points and a raid strike rate of 55.42. And we know that these raiders will play a very big role, especially in a match like this where both the teams are equally hungry to get off and escape the bottom half of the table.
Yeah, the reason why we keep stressing on that point is because only 8 teams will qualify through to the booster round from the survival round. So you cannot be in that bottom 2. So the clash between the bottom 2, nothing to choose from this. The points per match also on 0.4. So you will at least have to get that 1 point if you are losing a game, and Tadoba Tigers will want to win this game and get that first taste of victory, because we saw what happens, or rather how it feels to get that first taste of defeat when Kaziranga Rhinos lost their first match in this monsoon edition. Why not Tadoba Tigers? All red for the boys in orange, and that's not a nice way to keep your form going in the last 5 matches. But at the other end, Sindh Sonics, they have only won 1, but they have won a big match against Aravali Arrows, 47-40. So that is going to give them a lot of confidence. Their last 5 matches, they won their last match very comfortably against a very strong side. So you will see 1 blue and 4 reds there. Yeah, there we go. That first 1 blue is that last match that was being played against Aravali Arrows, 47-40. So highly confident, but let's see if Tadoba Tigers can get their first victory in this monsoon edition. Let's go down now for the all-important countdown. Match number 30, and we are all set for Sindh Sonics to raid into the Tadoba Tigers' den. Whether it's going to be Sanskar Mishra or is it going to be Balraj Singh is a question. The whistle goes in, the match has begun. It is Sanskar Mishra, and
Yep, Sanskar Mishra opening the match here with that raid, and he will open with a successful raid. A very good move by Sanskar coming in right there, quickly escaping the clutches of the defender, and 1 point to start off with for the Sindh Sonics. Credits to Sanskar Mishra.
Very much good point. Went in, and an error coming from that right corner. Not a good beginning for Tadoba Tigers. Pankaj Sharma should have held it a little more better. As they've got this Arjun Rati, the left raider, the star raider for Tadoba Tigers coming in. He will probably go in, and he will be gone out as well with a strong ankle hold from Saurav from that right in position. Unbelievable, the skipper Saurav Kumar. He was there with a strong ankle hold on Arjun Rati. Did not allow him to move as well. 2 ankles being held. Look at that. Right in and right corner, and then the cover also came in just for support as Balraj Singh now comes in, Ryan.
Balraj now coming in from the other side for the Sonics, and looks like he's gotten the running hand touch over there, and you can see the defender not too happy about it, telling the umpire, but 1 point in favor of Balraj.
1 point,
and Sindh Sonics looking quite firm in their start of this match.
Yeah, and why not? Look at that confident running hand touch by Balraj Singh, throwing the right corner there off balance. I guess it was Ranjan Chaudhary. If not Rajan Chaudhary there, the skipper of Tadoba Tigers. Now Nitin Bish, he has to make something happen here for the Tigers, because I like this orange color of their jersey, Ryan. I want them to go ahead for the color that they have chosen, at least to go ahead and continue this orange color even in that booster round.
Yes, well, Naveen, to reiterate something, the last season, the first time we shared the commentary box, it was a Tadoba Tigers match, and they won that match, in fact. So, let's see if history is favoring them.
Oh, really? Yeah, right. Nice memory. Nah, why not? For a sports law student, yeah, you need to have good memories. Right, Ryan. Let's see. Let's see if that works in the Orange Brigade's favor as Nitin Bisht once again comes in. He has to revive. He definitely has to revive the man who scored a lot of points, Arjun Rati. Goes in, controls himself from not going inside the lobby. He has to just move a little more ahead than that block line. He's shown a lot of footwork on that block line, waiting for the defense to commit errors. No, Mr. Bisht, you wouldn't be getting such easy freebies from the Sindh Sonics.
As Balraj returns for another raid, and we can see the score right now 3-0, and on screen we have the team coach Mr. Arvind. He will definitely be trying to figure out his overall statistics and strategy for their team as they are looking to pave their way back into this competition, and they will look to pave their way back through this one match as we have the do-or-die raid now, Naveen.
Yeah, Shubham Shukla there will be caught in a tangle. That's a quicksand that he was stepping into. What a tackle. Coming across inner angle, covering him always. It's a good way to do for the right cover. And look at this. Umesh Porte, and how many times we have seen the support coming in from the left cover as well, Angad Kumar. Now a do-or-die raid for Sindh Sonics. Now, in the super tackle, Tadoba Tigers can actually go back and get 2 points, right?
Yes, indeed, a perfect opportunity for them to get 2 points and throw back the pressure, because the pressure right now is definitely on them. They are down to 3 men, and they will be down to 2 men as well, as Sanskar once again using his height and easing his way back into the midline to get that successful point.
Yeah, also Himanshu Rawat actually stepped out of the end line there. Look at that. So that was not what you need. So the problem with Tadoba Tigers is, as I always keep saying, is the defense. See, when you've got Arjun Rati with 87 raid points, that there's no problem in the raiding department. Very good raid strike rate. Nitin Bisht also there just to support Arjun Rati. And now when you do not win matches, it's for that silly error which was committed on Himanshu Rawat just going outside the end line. Now a very quick raid by Balraj Singh. And there you go, another man steps out of the end line, and it's only Nitin Bisht. How can this happen? How can that happen on 2 consecutive occasions? Dinesh Narwal and Himanshu Rawat, both of them going out, and Tadoba Tigers are on 0 as Sindh Sonics are inflicted the all out.
2+2
already. Yes, that is what it is. 0 and 9. My God.
All in.
A rather unorthodox start we never see such things usually in Kabaddi. And well, that's the unpredictableness of this game. Anything can happen. And credits to the Sonics for starting off on such a powerful, dominant start. This is how you should come into a match like this. You need to have this sort of mindset and this sort of determination, the Josh Jazba Janoon, as we see in this match being depicted by the Sonics. Naveen.
Very much as Arjun Rati opens the account for Tadoba Tigers with a swift hand touch on that right corner. Harendra Paswan is trying a little too much to be aggressive. Cannot come back, and not against Arjun Rati. Oh, that's nice. That's nicely done. Balraj Singh will enter in. And also, Ryan, Sindh Sonics have got a revenge to settle, as Tadoba Tigers are up against them 1-0 in that summer edition. So nothing in this monsoon as of now. But if they can come back and equalize that would be nice. And I think Sindh Sonics will be thinking like that. What a kick! Once again, a very strong kick, and this time left corner. Dinesh Narwal. Oh, he's having a tough day.
Just number 7 out.
A tough day for him and a tough day for his team as well, as Balraj easing his way into getting that point, using his height, and it didn't seem like he had to put much of effort into that kick, as he's so tall.
Yeah.
And we can see the scoreline right now, 10-1 in favor of the Sonics. Naveen.
Yeah, Ryan, and also see what is happening with Dinesh Narwal is, on that previous occasion in the super tackle, he stepped off the end line, and now he forgot to go back. He was too scared of the end line. He was just playing a high line defense, standing outside the bonus line, and then couldn't retract back. And now Ranjan Chaudhary is the only strong hope for the Tadoba Tigers in that left corner, because he's the skipper. He's done well along with Arjun Rati. But then another running hand touch by Sanskar Mishra. Attempted it, looked like he's got somebody, but no, Goes back empty-handed.
Yep, if you notice, this is the game of kabaddi. Your confidence depicts what you do on mat, and the confidence with which he ran back, we all did think that there was a point there, and a very important factor, your body language in this game. And all these young players do depict their fierce body language, and that's what we see in kabaddi players, always locked in, and that's exactly what this platform is. It's a platform where talent meets opportunity, and we can see the talent of Balraj get a spectacular point here yet again, increasing the Sindh
1
Sonics
point,
lead.
Sindh Sonic.
Very
Just
much,
number 6
very much.
out.
I think now that weak link has been exposed. Himanshu Rawat and Dinesh Narwal. So once when you know that they're not in the frame of mind that it has to be there, you will keep attacking. Now Arjun Rati, he has to raid for a 2-order raid. I could have said, okay, send in Nitin Best or Shivam Shukla, but no, there's no options like that left, because he has to go in, tries the bonus, and the defense also is playing a little intelligently there, Ryan, because see what they have done very nicely is they haven't gone in and attacked Arjun Rati. Oh, he wants a review. He's saying, I've got a touch point. All right. Guys, come on. We are here to speak. Sansar, just understand that this game has a lot of rules and we should abide by that. Sindh, I think Tadoba Tigers will be going for the review. Let's listen in.
TV Empire, Tadoba Tigers challenge. Bonus plus 1 point. Our decision, bonus point. Please review.
Yeah, so the bonus was given. So the do-or-die raid, there's no problem for Arjun Rati. What he's also saying here is, Ryan, he's also saying he's got a touch point. Where was that? And there we go. Right in is actually in question now. So, is there a hand touch on Saurav Kumar? That's a big question. And why was Sanskar so livid? Sanskar Mishra, come on, there's a review available. Why were you so livid on Arjun Rati?
Well, that is the situation of the game. Given the circumstances, the players are very much determined for that 1 point. So that is something good to see. The Josh in them to fight for that 1 point, and that's sport after all.
Yeah. And also, I'm seeing this strategy there from many teams. Any raider that has to be playing in the center position is now inducted into that right in or left in position, and once again they get confused whether he's a raider, whether he has to defend or whether he has to perform on the raiding department, because that's what happened in the previous game. Jatin Vats of Humpy Heroes, he was there in the center position, and then he was played the right in, he was playing the left in. He never performed in the defense nor in the raiding department. See, I understand Kabaddi is a very innovative game. You need to keep on innovating new things day in and day out for the modernness.
Review unsuccessful.
Review
Only
unsuccessful.
bonus point. Captain,
Right. Arjun Rati Saab, you've lost the review for 1 point. Okay, right. Let's cool down some nerves. Okay, let's get on with the game. Right, that's how it is. That's what we want to see. Can we just see that again? Once again? No, he was catching in the thin air. Saurav Kumar was catching thin air. Anyways, bonus being given. Oh, Sanskar Mishra and Arjun Rati still having a conversation. Come on, Arjun, allow him to do his Kabaddi chant.
Every game does get intense, especially when players start having these one-to-one conversations. We know that the match is very intense, and this will be extra heated for the Tadoba Tigers team because they are facing nothing but frustration. They've lost all their games so far, and even this game has not gone off to the ideal start. So it is fair to think from their mindset, they will be angry. They will have that extra bit of aggression coming out on the field, but they should also know at the same time that too much of aggression will just lead to their falter. So it is a very important moment for them to pave their minds back into this game rather than pave themselves into the game. And the moment they fix their minds, they will definitely find their way back to the winning ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Very rightly said. And look at this. Balraj Singh has easily snatched away a point, and now the skipper has to go back on the bench. I was just saying, Rajan Chaudhary will be one proper defender, but does not get the angle right and leaves away. I think the lower half of Balraj Singh very easily to get out and into the midline. Just 1 point. Just 1 point this time. Saurav Kumar. Arjun Rati once more.
Just number 2
I
out.
understand Arjun's hunger and I understand his frustration, as you said, Ryan. But he has to also understand that he has to have put in more efforts if he needs 2 points. There you see.
Yes, very rightly said. And Arjun, being the leader of their raiding army, will have to be, and he should not certain distractions come in and play a big role, because it does get into your nerve and it does affect your performance. If not now, eventually it will. So that's where I think the coaches will come into play. The coaches, they've got multiple instances where they can take timeouts and talk to the players. So maybe the players who are sitting out can get the few words and come in and remind Arjun to, stay locked in. And Arjun this time will fall prey to the defense of the Sindh Sonics. A very good hold into the ankles coming in.
1 point.
And Arjun has to go to the bench.
Absolutely. Harinder Paswan takes his revenge back on Arjun Rati. Double ankle hold. Cover also coming in the right time. And look at this. Look at this. If you show a lot of aggression, unwanted aggression, what is happening is you are not concentrating on your game. And as Arjun Rati was performing well, he was disturbed on many occasions. And there he got tackled down. And now Balraj Singh is claiming a point on that right flank. Right corner, I think, will be contested for sure. He wants to run the clock down also.
Number 9, 1 point, Sindh Sonics.
There we go. There we go. Once again, there is Pankaj Sharma in question and he's been given out.
Wow, we can see the Sindh Sonics very composed throughout this match. They've held their nerve and they've decided not to go into those unnecessary arguments or taunting, and they are very comfortable in this match as Nitin comes in for the raid. Can Nitin get back? He can.
Raider out. Point Sindh
Oh my
Sonics.
God, that was Vishal Patyal from left corner coming in and blocking, and the turn was good by Nitin Bish. But then look at that, the anti-turn was also covered very, very nicely. Vishal Patyal, he's a good defender from that left corner. Not easy. Now on the brink of a super tackle and also on the all-out break. Now that's a first proper tackle that has been attempted, and 2 more points for the Tadoba Tigers. That's the first tackle point, if I'm not wrong. Shubham Shukla take a bow. Double ankle hold on Balraj Singh. Right angle, right opportunity, pinning the raider down. Some respite now for Tadoba Tigers.
Indeed, coming at a very good time, because a raider like Balraj was definitely looking to get those 2 raiders out there, and a very good tackle coming in there. And we can see the score now becoming 15-5. Those 2 points have definitely boosted them, because they were trying to find their way on the defensive end and they finally did through that super tackle. And right now, Naveen, if they can get Sanskar off the mat as well, they are removing 2 key raiders from the Sindh Sonics team. That will definitely put pressure on them. So this is a good opportunity for the Tigers, but they will fall prey to a beautiful raiding skill.
1 point,
Thanks to
Sindh
Sanskar once
Sonics.
again,
Just number
using his
10
height.
out.
Yeah.
And it's so easy for such tall players to get back to the midline, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And this time it was Shubham Shukla who did that
Substitution.
superb double ankle hold on
6 out.
Balraj Singh,
18.
faltering this time because of that little bit of overconfidence also coming in, because you've put out Balraj Singh, you wanted to go against Sanskar Mishra, and then not getting the angle right, not getting the ankles right, as Himanshu has gone out and brought in a raider, Udit Lohan. He can also raid, but with only 2 defenders, or rather 2 men back on the court, he has to get a touch point. And that was only that super tackle was the only tackle points in this first half for the Tadoba Tigers. And we've passed 15 minutes of the game now. Now, can they pin him down? This would be a good tackle if Dinesh Narwal can get it across along with Udit Lohan.
The question is Balraj the type of raider who's going to succumb back to back? He is not, as he quickly gets the better of the Udit over there
1 point,
and returns,
Sindh
leaving the Tadoba
Just number
Tigers to
8
just the
out.
last man who will come in for the next raid.
Yeah, see, that is what Ran. See, now Udit Lohan's job is what? You have to go in and get points, isn't it? Why do you have to attempt such hasty tackles?
Do or die
It was
raid.
advanced, unsuccessful. A do or die raid now. Come on. For Dinesh Narwal. Now this is like you're standing at the edge of the bridge and on that side there's a crocodile and under you there are sharks. There we go. He's been succumbed to that Sindh Sonics proper tackle and that's the second all out already
Points in the
for the
Sonics.
Tadoba Tigers in the first half and Sindh Sonics are flying away.
All in.
Indeed, a very dominant start from the Sonics, and the Tigers definitely not happy with this,
Tadoba Tigers.
as two all-outs coming in early on. I mean, not early on in this match, but in the first half itself will definitely inflict pressure. And we can see the
10
scoreline
out.
also 15-point
16.
deficit with 3 minutes left in the first half. We have seen comebacks in the game of Kabaddi throughout this, from a scoreline like this, but the Tigers, they will have to fix a lot of things. See, they've gotten 3 points through the ratings and 2 points coming in through their defense. So that itself is a big concern because they need to score consistently. They need to consistently get those rate points coming in and consistently get a few good tackles, especially on Sanskar and Balraj, and that will immediately make a big difference. So it is going to be interesting to see how the Tigers climb their way out of this trouble that they.
Yeah, very much out of a deep well, I should say, because that well is also filled with a lot of quicksand because you're getting sucked into it. Freebie given away to the skipper.
1 point, Tadoba
Rajan
Tigers,
Chaudhary
just
gets
number
lucky
10
on
out.
that 1 point. I think left corner actually slipped in that attempt there. Never seen Vishal Patel. Oh, right, he just slipped in that attempt. Right, no problem. Then, yeah, Ran, I agree with you. See, that's what I've been telling always. See, your raiding is like you will win the war. But to win battles, the defense has to come together. And once again, a very good toe touch by Balraj Singh onto the left corner. And it is Dinesh Narwal who's struggling.
1 point.
Shubham
Sindh
Shukla
Sonics.
struggling.
Just number
Of course,
7
Rajan
out.
Chaudhary also struggling today in the defense. Swift, very swift.
Very swift indeed. I'm a fan of Balraj right now, especially after that move. His speed and agility, the defender himself did not see that come, and the way he exposed his left leg, Balraj just saw that and he took use of that opportunity. And right now Arjun will look to replicate something like that. The ankle hold not successful, not enough to stop
1
Arjun
point,
as
Tadoba
Arjun Rathi
Tigers,
gets
just
back.
number 12 out.
And that's another point for the Tadoba Tigers. And hopefully Arjun can continue to get a few more of these and get his team back into this match.
Yeah, see again what's happening is he's fighting only with that right flank. He's fighting only with Harendra Paswan or somewhere Saurav Kumar. What I will want to see from Arjun Rathi, similarly with Sonu Latwal for Humpy Heroes, is both are left raiders. They do not attack the right flank, but look at this right flank of Tadoba Tigers finally coming and saying, okay, we are alive, and saying good morning to the raider. Pankaj Sharma, strong ankle hold. And this is, I will say, Ryan, it's the little bit of overconfidence by Sanskar Mishra, because he thought a defense will not pounce on him. He went in blindly without a plan, and then finally Pankaj Sharma getting a point. That's just the third tackle point for Tadoba Tigers. And now can Arjun Rathi go in and attack once again? Only right flank.
Number 2. 1
Well,
point.
it
Tadoba
seems to be
Tigers,
working for
just
them.
number 2 out.
And
Yeah.
Arjun Rathi back to back, similar strategic raids. Just take a look at that. Going there,
Yeah.
the ankle hold unsuccessful for the raider, and Arjun
Raid.
quickly got his way back as we're headed into possibly the last raid. Yes, it will be the last raid of this first half, featuring Balraj Singh for the Sindh Sonics.
Very much. And Ryan, if you look at Arjun Rathi's points, he's got it against only Harendra Paswan or Saurav Kumar. and on the other side, Vishal Patial and of course somewhere even Umesh Forte has been left alone. They are the strong defenders. That's the first half done and dusted. It's all Sindh Sonics. They are like a supersonic train today against the Tigers. And Tigers, they are wounded, they are hurt, they are tired, and they are really down in this first half, only with 9 points. And the reason for that is, as you rightly pointed out, Ryan, is not the raiding there. It's going to be that defensive errors. Look at that. They've not pinned down Balraj Singh. They haven't pinned down Sanskar Mishra successfully. Balraj, of course, only one super tackle that was successful on him. So that's the story. 21 for Sindh Sonics, 9 to Tadoba Tigers. We'll slip to a short little break and we'll come back in no time. Welcome back. 21 for Sindh Sonics and 9 only for Tadoba Tigers in this match number 30. And the reason for Sindh Sonics to score so well is that one man, Balraj Singh. He's got the defense of Tadoba Tigers scrambling for points. There you go, 11 raids being put in, 8 raid points. And he was also successful in confusing the defenders to end out on that end line. He's been lucky though, because the defenders have faltered trying to attack him without an angle, and then also experienced Rajan Chaudhary also just not sure what to do against Balraj Singh. He was tackled only once in that super tackle, and after that, no, nothing can stop the ball of Balraj. And starting the second half now, I am Navin Shourie. Alongside with me is Ryan. Ryan, Arjun Rathi should forget all the talking, and he has to say, I will raid and talk. Once again attacks the right corner. Goes back quickly with 1 point.
Tadoba Tiger, chest number 3 out.
Yeah, we can now see Arjun trying to accelerate the speed of this game, and this is often done in many of these in sport. You know, when one team is settling with scoring points, you try to increase the pace of the game. And Sindh Sonics right now will try to decrease the pace of the game. Of course, they have a comfortable lead, which they can't get too comfortable with in this match. And a very good piece of raiding coming in from Balraj once again, as Naveen said earlier on. He's been the key factor, and he's gotten 2 points there. What a raid from Balraj there. Just take a look at it once again. He quickly started his...
wrong tackle once again, I'll say. Himanshu Rawat. He probably is a good left cover, but he was there manning the right cover this time. And now I'm seeing that spring in the legs of Arjun Rathi, because he's gone in and attacked that left flank, which he never did in the first half. Oh, but this time, Harinder Paswan says enough is enough. Strong angle hold, throws him off the lobby, and Arjun Rathi will be feeling disappointed. I was just seeing that spring in the legs there, Ryan. He was trying to do well, but then the turn did not allow him to just go back in time.
Yep. Credits to Narendra there, the defender, as the scoreline right now 10-12 in front of the Sindh Sonics, as the Tigers, on the other hand, looking for their first win of this season, and also looking to paved their way back into this match. They've never been very much present into this game, and Sanskar, we can see the relaxation in him. He's so relaxed while raiding, and he will definitely be happy with his performance today. What do you think of Sanskar's performance today, Naveen?
Oh, he's been a good revelation to Balraj Singh. He's been that go-to guy when Sindh Sonics wanted it, Ryan. But now, see, I'll tell you how the second half actually began. 2 points for Ranjan Chaudhary. He comes in, attacks the left corner. The skipper has done this quite often for the Tadoba Tigers. Ranjan Chaudhary, he's got Angad Kumar, and also, very importantly, he's taken off a defender. There you go. He tries for that ankle hold, does not get the hands free, and happy to get out of that clasp as Rajan Chaudhary. Rajan Chaudhary has done this well, but now it's going to be that Ryan, you remember 12 ones are table, 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24.
Oh yes, indeed. We have the multiples of 12, multiples of 6 as well. 6 twos are 12, 6 fours are 24.
Yeah.
I feel really happy to reiterate my math because I was a humanities student. So I'm more than happy to go back to doing mathematical related stuff, Naveen.
Oh, lovely. But there is no humanity being shown here by the Sindh Sonics because, very much. Because it's all the errors that I'm seeing from the defense of Tadoba Tigers. And now see, when Rajan goes in, it's some sort of, I would have wanted to say some sort of happiness to Tadoba Tigers, but then he's been pinned down at the wrong time, I should say, for the Tadoba Tigers. Yeah, Sindh Sonics will be really happy because apart from Arjun Rati, it was only and only Rajan Chaudhary, but Harinder Paswan, I think he's been one defender there, just scaring everybody who comes in his place. But also look at how the second half began, Ryan. When you have that many points being trailing behind, Himanshu Rawat, number 6 for the Tadoba Tigers, the right cover. What was the necessity to go against I think Sanskar Mishra on that occasion in the first raid of the second half, and that started that downfall once again. And see, now they're struggling to make a comeback as Super 10 for Balraj Singh. Much appreciated and much deserved.
Indeed, and rightly pointed out, Naveen, especially when Arjun was getting a few points, that error did prove out to be vital for them. And this time it will be a positive note for them as a spectacular hold coming in from number 6, Himanshu Rawat. And this time he's definitely redeemed himself there, Naveen.
Finally, there you go. The error that came in from him, Himanshu Rawat standing in that right in position, strong ankle hold, very strong to pin that raider down. If this can go the Tadoba Tigers' way, if Arjun Rati can do what he does best, attack the right corner, and then now Harinder Paswan says, give me my 4th tackle point, I will not let you go. Number 12, Sindh Sonics has not let Arjun Rati talk in the second half.
Yes, this is Narendra once again doing the similar stuff against Arjun, and I'm sure a raider like Arjun will definitely be determined to go back at him, and we would definitely want him to go back at him. We love to see these individual matchups coming up off of these matches as the Sonics lead the Tadoba Tigers, and the lead will be the difference of the lead will be reduced by 1. Credits to that good piece of tackling coming once again from the Tadoba Tigers. So we can see a few defensive sequences coming in for the Tigers.
Yeah, Balraj did not expect this. Balraj was on the turn. He said, okay, Dinesh Narwal is down, let me just press him on and get on with him. But then strong double thigh hold by Dinesh Narwal, and somewhere in the second half I'm seeing a very dedicated defensive unit, but now the raiding is struggling. Come on, in the first half, Ryan, Tadoba Tigers raiders were okayish. The defense was struggling, and now it's become the vice versa as Rajan Chaudhary also goes back.
Rightly said, Naveen, and we often emphasize on how defense plays an important role, but you know your defense needs to pave out good offense as well, because you might do the good
Yeah.
defensive stuff and you have to immediately comprehend that defense with good offense, and that's where your difference will be made. And we saw Sindh
Yeah.
Sonics do that in the first half. We saw good defense coming along with good offense, but that is the reason as to why there's a 14-point deficit here for the Tigers. The offense has not really opened up for them. That is an empty raid, and looks like they want to force the Sonics into a do-or-die raid. It looks like that, Naveen.
Yeah, see, when Vishal Patel, the defender, is raiding, you know what Sindh Sonics are thinking. They are trying to pace of the game. They're just trying to understand if Sindh Sonics can just walk in the park and get on with this match, because there are no raiders there on the Tadoba Tigers, and now it's down to Nitin Bisht. I think he's coming very quickly and go out, because yeah, it's a do-or-die raid. At least Tadoba Tigers are thinking on the offensive do-or-die raid, as Prince Raj
High ball.
will make his entry in. That's a good substitution. Angad Kumar, left cover, goes out, and Prince Kumar comes in. Yeah, do-or-die raid. Time for Prince to become king. Prince Kumar Roy. Can he be that one man where Sindh Sonics will say, okay, we got another arrow in our armory, and yes, he's proved it well. Himanshu Rawat, come on. It was not a do-or-die defense, it was do-or-die raid. So that means you'll have to wait. You'll have to give some time for the raider to just soak in that extra pressure. I think the attack came in the first 10 seconds, Ryan.
Yep, it did.
Do-or-die raid.
And a mistake there. Let's see how this raider plays along this do-or-die raid. Let's see how this defense, just take a look at this defense compared to the defense of the Tigers earlier on. Here they were waiting for the defender to head towards him, and then there was a mistake done by the defender, and looks like a mistake was made. Oh no,
Right,
we should
right.
wait for the referee. It looks like
Official time
there is
out.
going to be a
Yeah.
referral.
Absolutely. So it's a do-or-die raid. Udit Lohan came in. He said, okay, I've got a hand on Harender Paswan, maybe. Let's listen in. It's a review from Sindh Sonics.
Sony captain, please come. What is your challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, go back. TV Empire, Sindh Sonic captain challenge. Raider, self out. Our decision, 1 point. Please review.
Oh, beautifully and clearly and crisply set across, referee Saab. Thank you so much. So, it's a do-or-die raid for Udit Lohan. He went in charging towards that right flank on the running hand touch. He said, okay, he did not go into the lobby. So, that looks like if he's not got a touch, going into the lobby, that itself is out. And again, no touch in a do-or-die raid also is out. So, has he got a connection with one of the defenders? Did the referee spot it right? The decision went in favor of Udit Lohan. Very good review, I should say. And from the time reviews have been introduced, Ryan, this is one of the most important reviews that has been taken by Sindh Sonics, because this is how a review has to be taken. It should not be just taken with the flow, or it should not be taken just for emotional connects, or just to satisfy egos, or just to get one hand up on the other. This is a proper and a perfect review. This is something to do now for the TV umpire.
Rightly said, and a lot of anxiety shooting in across the stadium amidst the fans, and definitely a lot amidst the players currently on the mat. And it looks like we will be getting a decision soon. And the Yuva Kabaddi Series Monsoon edition, a huge shout out to all our viewers on fan code, as we can see the players very anxious, waiting for the decision. The scoreline at the moment 14-29 in favor of the Sonics. We have 10 minutes 35 seconds to go, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, Naveen.
Absolutely.
Review successful.
Oh,
Points
there
to
we
the
go.
Sonics.
There we go. Udit Lohan has to go back. He thought he was lucky. So there is no connection. There you go. He probably thought that he touched right cover. But then Harender Paswan was very, very quick to spot that he stepped into the lobby. And as all of my expectations went Against Wallace, come on! Nitin Best, what are you waiting for? Super tackle situation. When two people are struggling, you will have to support it. And Himanshu Rawat, once again, has got a super tackle on. Very nicely done, number 6.
2 points.
See, this lad has something to go for. Himanshu Rawat and Dinesh Narwal. These were the two names, Ryan, who stepped out of the end line in the first half and giving easy points away to Balraj Singh and Sanskar Mishra. Now, a super tackle being put, and that should raise some confidence for Arjun Rathi.
Indeed, a very good situation for Arjun Rathi to come back, and we can see Arjun Rathi there
Bonus
claiming
point, Tadoba
he's gotten the bonus, and we could see him earlier on claim
Sindh
that the defender had stepped out,
Five in.
and that shows as to
One
how
out.
omnipresent Arjun Rathi is in this match. We can see him desperately asking for points wherever he can get them, and he's also getting a few points. So I think if you can claim few points yourself, there's nothing wrong in claiming for those extra points.
Absolutely, absolutely no wrong. But then it has to be on the right direction. See, aggression with a proper direction is always welcome. Aggression without direction does not go anywhere, and that is what Himanshu Rawat has shown. I'm mighty impressed with that defender. He's done well, Himanshu Rawat, because he's put in 2 super tackles. So that itself is a very, very good situation to be in. Nicely done by him. Arjun Rathi, I'm hoping that he will go ahead and attack Vishal Patial on that left corner instead of just playing around. Here is, look at that, Harendra Paswan, another attempt, another point for him. I think he's got his high five, Harendra Paswan, and out of that 5 tackle points, I think 4 times it is Arjun Rathi who's been his prey. What a back hold, strong one. He did not want the support, just for official or rather namesake they came in.
Yes, Arjun will definitely not be happy with his performance, especially in that regard, and he will look to work on it, and we all hope he works on it, because a raider like him with his caliber and abilities, we always like to see them succeed. We like to see all of them succeed, as Balraj here, another spectacular raider, very smart indeed, because we often see raiders get carried away, raiders who are scoring a lot of points. When you see 3 defenders on the other end, you want to go in and try to get points, but Balraj was quite smart. As Tadoba Tigers finally taking a timeout, which I feel could have been taken in many earlier junctures of this match. However, they have taken it now, and hopefully we can see a good strategy, a good form of strategy coming in after this timeout for the Tigers.
Should be. See, now the strategy will only rely upon the Raiders. See, again, what is Tadoba Tigers lacking? Of course, a strong defensive unit. And now, see, if you can just spend a little more time with guys like Himanshu Rawat, Dinesh Narwal, you will get them going. But then you will have to find a different player altogether to support Arjun Rathi. It is definitely not Nitin Best. He is not a good support raider. I'm sorry I'm saying this, Nitin, because of this. Harendra Paswan today has got 6 tackle points with that ankle hold that has been attempted.
Sorry.
And
Wait.
right.
Official
So it's point for the Tadoba Tigers. It's point for Sindh Sonics. It's a point being given to the Tadoba Tigers. So what is the discussion? Let's see. Generally, our referees get it exactly spot on. That's a little bit of a discussion. Now, yeah, I was just saying this. Tadoba Tigers, they're struggling on 2-3 fronts. One, of course, defense.
Right.
2, of course. Oh. Bonus +1 for Tadoba Tigers. 1 out of bound. If I can read the lips of our referees well. Harendra Paswan, I think, is gone out of the lobby that time. It's bonus +1 that has been awarded to Nitin Best. Do or die rate. Super tackle situation. We'll come back on what are the points that Tadoba Tigers are struggling. But now let's see if Balraj struggles or he goes back. Touches, goes back easily. No problem. Dinesh Narwal Thank you so much, says Balraj Singh on that Super Tiger situation and a do or die situation. See, this is what it is, Ryan.
Just number 1 out.
If there was a difference in another team, if there was a defensive unit in another team, as we head into that strategic timeout of 1 minute, a very important breather for both the teams, especially for the Tadoba Tigers. And I'll just take this minute to chart out the differences, or rather the negatives of what Tadoba Tigers are actually struggling with. One, definitely with the defense, but the defense has shown some spark with Himanshu Rawat and Dinesh Narwal just getting a little more here and there. But what you actually need is a support raider. And look at this, talking about defense, Harinder Paswan, 5 tackle points out of the 7 attempted. And out of 5, as I said, 4 are against Arjun Rathi. No doubt. Minimum of 3. And there you see, once again Arjun Rathi. It's always been him. Because he's a left raider and against a strong right corner like Harinder Paswan, you need to have different skills. And that is why I'm trying to say, you need to have a strong right raider. Both Nitin Bisht and Arjun Rathi, both are left raiders. And it is not right to have that sort of a combination. And Rajan Chaudhary is your skipper, right cover, defender. He also goes into raid. Lucky if he gets 2 or 3 points in a match. That's it. So you need a strong right raider now. Nitin Saab, the coach of Tadoba Tigers, has to somewhere unearth that gem out of somewhere, or unearth that tiger probably hiding inside the deep woods.
Rightly said,
1
Naveen.
point, Tadoba
As
Tiger. Just
Rajan
number 10 out.
has revived one man and gotten a crucial point there. So we can see points, rating points coming off apart from Arjun Rathi. And I would like to go back to what you said earlier on, Naveen, as to how Tadoba Tigers did have a few aspects coming in for their defense. And they also had a moment where the 2 key raiders, Balraj and Sanskar, were out of the mat for the Sindh Sonics. So that was the right moment for them to captivate and come back into this game. But their raiding unit failed them, and we saw a spectacular piece of defending coming over there to shut Arjun down. So that's where the difference has been for them. They've not made use of those certain opportunities that has come their way, and that's
And there you see,
the opportunity you have to make use
once
of.
again.
Spectacular raid.
Number 20
And once again there ran Rajan Chaudhary, right raider. When he comes in, look at what is happening. You have Balraj Singh in that left corner, because the other defenders are guarding the right flank. In that left corner you have Balraj Singh, and that's the second time Rajan Chaudhary has got 2 points. He also got a single point in his previous raid. So see what a difference of a right raider can make. See, of course, Vishal Patel is a very good defender on that left corner, but when you don't have the momentum going in Kabaddi, that can be against you. And now Dinesh Narwal has a strong tie hold and has pinned down Sanskar Mishra. No Balraj Singh, no Sanskar Mishra. Tadoba Tigers once again have a chance here, Ryan.
Indeed, a very good piece of defending there, and these are those key and crucial moments. And we can see Arjun going in. This is a very important raid, you can see there are just 3 defenders over there, and a raider like Arjun, these are like very good opportunities. And Arjun going there, getting a point quite
1
easily.
point, Tadoba Tigers.
Less than 5
Just
minutes
number
left,
5 out.
a 9-point deficit. It is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This is how this game of Kabaddi gets interesting, Naveen.
Yeah, absolutely. See what Arjun did. He did not go and attack that right flank. He turned himself. He turned his body language. He's changed it. He's changed the thinking and gone in and got a kick on Angad Kumar. Very nicely done. See, that is what happens. You need to bring variations. And Kabaddi is a game that if you have a lot of variations, you always get paid for it. And now Prince Kumar once again comes in place of another defender who's gone out, and he's got a point. That's the first time he's
1 point.
performed well. In the previous occasion he came in for a do-or-die raid and was tackled, and now he's got a touch point on the kick. There we go. Error once again from that left corner. That was not Dinesh Narwal on that occasion. I know. See, why do you keep changing places? Even this, we have spoken a lot in that summer edition, Ryan. Oh, Arjun Rati is claiming. Arjun Rati is claiming. And the chain says no. We haven't got it. Wait for the decision, Arjun Rati. Just hang on. Yeah. That's what the referee also says. I think the review is coming in.
Tadoba Tigers captain.
Shout out to
please
the
come.
referees. They've very much been in control of this game. Be it certain situations where they themselves where referees gone and conversed with the other
Umpire,
referees and taken
Tadoba
decisions.
Tigers challenge. Out of bounds.
Yeah.
One defender out. Our decision. No out. Please review.
Alright, this is interesting where Nitin Bisht comes in for the review and says one defender is gone outside the end line. Who was that? Is it Vishal Patel? And nobody in that first frame. Arjun Rati was claiming a touch. And of course, Prince Kumar was very confident, saying, chal, देखेंगे अगर तूने touch किया मुझे कि नहीं. Now, why is Arjun Rati getting into this tangle under 5 minutes? And it is Prince Kumar in question. He came in, he revived a man back on court for Sindh Sonics. And I did not see anybody stepping inside the lobby or the end line. So what was Arjun Rati actually saying? Oh, there. The left leg of Arjun Rati and the right leg of Prince. The shoes probably in connection and Prince wouldn't have realized it. Prince wouldn't have realized it at all because it's such a faint test of the touches. And somewhere Arjun Rati realizing it and claiming a point. Prince still shaking his head. Yeah, that point's coming. Decision coming. Let's see what's going to happen.
The faces of the players.
Yeah. Okay. I can read the lips. Right. Tadoba Tigers 1 point. As I said, Prince Kumar's shoe is coming the way of Arjun Rati. There you go. And once again, Ryan, watch this. Once again, it is the left flank which is getting affected by Arjun Rati. It is not the right side. It is the left flank. So, Arjun Rati has changed this game. That's nice to see. Just two players left on court under 4 minutes. Vishal Patel has come in for just a formality of a raid because he's a defender. He's not going to try too much. He's going to stand there, waste some time and go back for sure.
Yes, systematic game will come in from the Sonics right now as they will look to utilize all the 30 seconds.
Very nicely done there by Chaudhary. The skipper is inflicted the all-out. Right, Tadoba Tigers now can sniff a big comeback, I should say, or rather at least 1 point out of this game because it's still far ahead. The Sindh Sonics is 34, but 29 I think for the Tadoba Tigers with that all-out. He gathered both the defenders at one corner. Rajan Chaudhary. Wow, what a player. There we go, 34-29. And Ryan, just do your math. Can they get 1 point or can they come back?
Well, I'm rooting for a comeback here, Naveen. History is also favoring them, like I earlier said. The Tigers.
Yeah.
And they do have the hunger to win this match. So do the Sonics. But the Sonics have been a bit sloppy. But they do have their two key raiders. So I don't see the Sonics losing out in that regard in terms of those raiding points. You can see right now Balraj and Sanskar will definitely be very strategic as they come in for their raids. And Arjun here will be aggressive as usual. And
he's got a bonus. Yeah, there you see, do or die raid, 4 points only separate. Now the defense has to hold on. Yeah, that is what Rajan Chaudhary is telling. That is what he's telling Pankaj Sharma. There you see, he's lifting his hand up and saying, no, don't attack him. Don't attack him is what they're saying. Bonus to do, he's what he's asking. Do or die, Sanskar Mishra. He's not been. Yes, red around. Tadoba Tigers are coming back, Ryan. And just imagine if Tadoba Tigers win this back, they're gonna request Ashwin, our very good bro, to keep Naveen Shaurya and Ryan James on the commentary always when they play.
TV Empire.
Indeed.
Sonic challenge.
These few elements, these few factors are certain superstitions that a lot of people do believe in.
As we were conversating, the referee also says, Saurav Kumar, the Sindh Sonics skipper, is asked bonus +1. Oh, come on. Raider was given out without a touch. There was no bonus. For sure. There was no touch, is what I feel. I'm not supporting the boys in orange. I'm just feeling it. TV umpire, if you're listening to me, don't go with my words. I'm just commentating. But the bonus line was not crossed. Yeah, I am. I am very much. No, see, I'll tell you why. The bonus line was cut by Sanskar Mishra. He did not step over the black line, and his trailing foot, of course, was not in the air, and that landing foot was cutting the bonus line instead of going over. And talking about a touch point, that is a little dicey, where it is Pankaj Sharma in question, the right corner, but it was Rajan Chaudhary who came across from that left flank, very, very strong. Oh, this is a very, very crucial decision coming in. If this goes the Tadoba Tigers' way, that makes 32, because it was a do-or-die raid. And Sindh Sonics lose their review, because it's a Sindh Sonic review. Mind you, the decision came in towards the Tadoba Tigers. Yeah, let's listen what the referee has to say.
Review unsuccessful, Raider out. Point
Wow!
Tigers.
Wow!
Review.
Unbelievable! Oh, what a turning point, Ryan, in this game. There you see, the bonus line was cut, as I said, and Pankaj Sharma keeping his right shoulder away, and Rajan Chaudhary keeping his left shoulder away. 32 now, I think, for the Tadoba Tigers. And as Arjun Rathi comes in, will he get another bonus? He's asking his teammates. He has to go attack Vishal Patel. Yeah, nice. Come on, go ahead and attack that left flank. Oh, multiple point raid. Multiple point raid for the hero of Tadoba Tigers.
12 and 5 out.
Wow. Naveen, this game is spectacular. This is the spectacular way to kick off your weekend. It is a Friday evening.
Absolutely.
Weekend has officially begun. And what a way to start off here. To all our viewers with us here on Fan Code, enjoying the spectacular game. Tadoba Tigers completing the spectacular comeback in the second half. They were down, and this time Balraj
2 points.
taking charge, coming
Sindh
back,
Sonic.
and
Just
he
number
gets.
10 and 7.
We shall wait to see how
Sorry,
many
9
points
and
he's gotten.
7.
He's gotten 2 important clutch points for his team there.
Oh,
And how important a raid is this, Naveen?
Very, 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 and the defense faltering. Defense faltering. They were so close, Tadoba Tigers. Why do you have to sniff out a defensive error? There's still time. There's still time. If Arjun Rathi can go in and attack that left corner, as he does, I think he did. Or will it be two? Each 1 point. Yes, each 1 point. Oh, Arjun Rathi has put out his heart and soul in this raid. See, what happened was the left corner came in, and then he wanted to take him over the midline. There you go. Vishal Patel came in, and then there was an anti-cross that happened. So that's the reason each 1 point. Review.
Official timeout.
Review there by Rajan Chaudhary. Tadoba Tigers, yes, of course, they can take a review.
Number
No
3
problem.
3 and 5.
But I'm still wondering, if, when Sanskar Mishra was out, was it 31? It should have been 32. I'm just confused there. Our scorers, of course, will figure it out. But I'm just noting it in the sense to say, was it 32 when Sanskar Mishra was given out on the do-or-die raid? But let's listen to this review as our scorers will think about that point.
Tadoba Tiger challenge. 2 defender out. Our decision. Each 1 point. Please review.
Yeah, makes sense, Ryan. Makes sense, isn't it? Rajan Chaudhary coming in and asking if there are 2 defenders that were gone out. It was Vishal Patel, for sure, in contention. And along with Vishal Patel, it was Umesh Porte. Oh, Umesh Porte definitely gone, and Vishal Patel crossing over.
Yep.
What do you think, Ryan?
We could see his teammates coming in and planting his leg inside. So let's see what the referees go with. And yep,
And did
a
you-
very crucial.
Yeah. There you go. That is the line. That is the leg that we are concerned of. It's Vishal Patel's leg outside the back line. It is crossed the midline outside the back line. So that will not be considered. His right leg inside the lobby might be considered, but before going outside, there, probably. Ryan, very tough decision to be a TV umpire, but did you imagine bottom two place teams? And I think this is the most exciting game of the day.
Indeed. Exactly. As we could see, the right leg, I think it slightly went up. Did you think? What do you think? Was it slightly
I'll
up for a
say
moment?
no. I'll say Ryan and Navin Shauri combination has made this game exciting. That's all. I'll stay safe. Oh, he's asking a jersey number.
Yeah.
Let's see what's the decision.
I think
Review
both of
successful.
us.
3
Whoa!
and 10. 2 points.
Whoa!
Tadoba Tigers.
Wow.
Defender Salvo. Out of bounds.
Okay.
Points in the
Oh.
Sonics.
Okay, right. So that is what it is. 2 points for Tadoba Tigers. 1 point because Arjun Rati was thrown out. Very good decision, TV umpire. Fabulously done, and Tadoba Tigers retain their review for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Now our scorer has to get this sorted somehow. Yeah, there we go.
Well, yes, he sorted it.
1 point.
And
No. Let's see,
1
Tadoba
minute,
Tigers got 2
30 seconds
points.
left.
Right, let's see.
No,
Let's
the
go with
1
that.
point was given prior to this.
Right, okay. Yeah, you're good in maths, bro, not me. Yeah, like Sanskar Mishra now can kill the clock. Now they'll play on the clock, isn't it? Sindh Sonics, the boys in blue will play for the clock. And the Orange Brigade will put in quick reach. Rajan Chaudhary comes across and he's been knocked down, is it? On the ankle is! Oh my god, that's so close yet so far. Angad Kumar has
In the Sonics.
pulled out a blinder. He's pulled out a tiger out of the hat, not a rabbit.
Indeed, a very important moment. Had Rajan gone all the way there, this game would have been all tied. You can see the support. Sanskar also came in, and that was the amount of determination they had to get that successful tackle. As Balraj comes in now, and he will definitely take all 30 seconds of this raid to throw the pressure back on the Tadoba Tigers. They're down by 3 points. You can see Nitin there quickly looking
Yeah.
to go in for that raid. And
Yeah.
we have a little over 30 seconds left. A timeout.
Timeout. In the
Interesting.
Sonics.
Oh my god. This is such a brain game. By Arvind Oja Saab. He's breaking the momentum. Nitin Best was already there in the midline to cross it over and try and be a hero. At least get 2 or 3 points. Now see what Arvind Oja Saab has done. He's broken the momentum. And Nitin Best with a gulp of water would have cooled his nerves down. Whatever you pump into him, Pankaj Sharma, his heartbeat would have come down. What a right time there, my God. Who said Kabaddi is not played between 2 years? Fabulous move by Arvind Oja Saab. The coach, Nitin Best, you can be a hero still. You can still be a hero. Oh, he's a hero, yeah. My God. How many? Only two ran. I don't believe this.
Yes.
Can they go back for a review?
Shout out.
Official
Shout
timeout.
out to the defender. We could see the third defender could have gone for the support, but he did not
Oh.
go in. Had he gone in there, would have been the third point. A smart decision by the defender as well.
Okay, go back.
All right. Umesh Porte
Tadoba
can be a
Tigers
hero.
points. Bonus plus 2 points. Our decision. 2 defender out. Please
Come on. This is despeраcy. There's no bonus. Nitin Best did not get inside the bonus line for sure. I'll not
Yep.
let my eyes cheat. Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Harinder Paswan, the right corner, but Umesh Porte just holding himself back was such a marvelous decision. What is this game gone for, yeah? Ryan, this is unbelievable. And people thinking this is just the bottom 2 place teams playing. Come on, go back and watch the highlights if you've not caught it live. Oh, unbelievable way of play of Kabaddi here that we've seen. Where is it heading? What was the score line? Do you remember there, Ryan? It was 3 points deficit, isn't it, for Tadoba Tigers?
Review unsuccessful. Only
Oh! Oh!
Tadoba Tiger captain.
Right!
No more
Do
review.
they lose by 1 point? No bonus. Harendra Paswan and another defender. But Umesh Porte is a hero. He did not get involved in the tackle.
Do or die raid.
Oh my!
I am not believing my. I don't know what to say. I just can't believe my eyes. Ryan, I'm sorry I'm taking a bit of time off your mic. What is Sanskar Mishra thinking? What is he thinking? If he's not got a touch point. Share, come on.
Sindh Sonic.
Share, no, that is not what Tadoba Tigers wanted. Finally, Sindh Sonic winning this.
Major.
Unbelievable.
Oh wow! What a match indeed, Naveen. This is like those charts in the hospital. We see a person's heart rate, and definitely this has gone up and down, up and down, up and down. And what
Yeah,
a
it's
match
like when you-
indeed. I'm sure
Oh,
every
come
sports
on.
fanatic, this is the kind of matches we watch sport for. This is what we love the game of kabaddi for. The amount of enthusiasm in it. I'm sure these umpires themselves would have been so enthusiastic throughout this, but they definitely had to maintain composure throughout their decisions.
Absolutely.
And what a match! it has been,
Absolutely.
Naveen.
Right, Ryan, I thoroughly enjoyed this, but Tadoba Tigers going down by 1 point. See, this is what I want to see. It's not about who's winning, who's losing. Full on respect for Tadoba Tigers, even if they have lost it, because that is what you need to see. 40 official confirmation coming in, because that was 2-point raid by Sanskar Mishra. It was a do or die raid, and just soaking in some highlights. It was a real worth for money game. That shouldn't have gone down the Tadoba Tigers' way in the last raid. It was a do or die raid, and I was just standing up. I was just falling over my seat when the call came in for the last raid to be a do or die raid on Sanskar Mishra. We lost count. Everybody lost count, not our scorers. Good job done by them to keep a count on that do or die raid. And Sanskar Mishra ran the clock down and then suddenly went in and attacked that left corner. And once again, did you see, Ryan? It's the defense that has led the Tadoba Tigers down. This was a raid that brought back the Tadoba Tigers into the game. Rajan Chaudhary. And see, I'll tell you something. Rajan Chaudhary and Arjun Rati should play more like raiders. And Nitin Saab, the coach of Tadoba Tigers, need to find good defenders. Especially the corner one, isn't it? What do you think, Ryan?
Indeed, those few defensive plays, if you notice, the same how it was exploited in the last raid, in the final raid, this one by Sanskar. They need to work on those certain areas, because we've seen Sanskar and Balraj exploit those same certain areas throughout the entire match. So, rightly pointed out, Naveen, that is a few areas that they have to work.
Yeah, and also in that last raid, it was Himanshu Rawat is giving it away to Sanskar Mishra. Do or die raid, Himanshu. Why do you have to go there? But anyways, a good game, very good game. Appreciation for Sindh Sonics to holding it together, and 20 raid points. Look at that. Tadoba Tigers got more raid points than Sindh Sonics. What has let them down is their defense. Tackle points only 8 and 13 to Sindh Sonic. The best raider of the game is Balraj Singh. Of 21 raids, he's got 14 raid points. Raid strike rate 66%. Real good work done by him, and of course Sanskar Mishra, no doubt. And also the best defender will be Harendra Paswan on that right corner from Sindh Sonics, if I've got my numbering right. He's got a high five for himself. He pinned down Arjun Rati many occasions. But look at this, Ryan. Tadoba Tigers, once again I'll try to say this. See, you saw what happened. They've got more raid points than the Sindh Sonics, but they've faltered on the defense. But not so Harendra Kumar Paswan. As I said, he is going to be the best defender of the game.
Yep.
8 tackles put in, 5 successful ones, and the average out rate is 62% for him. Very nicely done. But Ryan, it was a fabulous time alongside with you in the commentary box. And of course, Tadoba Tigers will go back and say, okay, bring us these two guys always. We at least got closer to a win. We got 1 point out of this game. Yeah, Ryan, all yours.
Indeed, Naveen. And as we glance through today's matches, Murtal Magnets, Vijayanagra Veers, the Magnets coming out with a 13-point deficit to win that match. And the following game, a 13-point deficit as well in favor of the Panchala Pride over the Maratha Marvels. And match 28, match number 3 of the day, was indeed another spectacular game, just like the one we just witnessed, where the Periyar Panthers got over the Rhinos, giving them their first defeat of the season, a 1-point thriller there. The Aravali Arrows winning their match 49-33, and the match we all just witnessed, the spectacular match, the Tadoba Tigers falling short of their comeback and allowing the Sindh Sonics to win this match 40-37. A spectacular bunch of matches we've had today, and a set of matches to come in tomorrow as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And do come back for the post-match presentation of this fabulous game. But I am Naveen Shaurya and Ryan signing off, and see you tomorrow in the morning 9:30 a.m. game. Sindh Sonics again take on the Murtal Magnets. That's another encounter that will be very, very engaging. Thank you so much, Ryan, for all the love and support, and thank you so much, everybody watching. Come back for the post-match presentation of Sindh Sonics and Tadoba Tigers. I am Naveen Shaurya and Ryan signing off.
जो दुनिया को नामुमकिन लगे वही मौका होता है कुछ कर दिखाने का. हेलो एंड वेलकम टू द पोस्ट मैच प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर द मैच नंबर 30 of Yuva Kabaddi Series 2022 Monsoon Edition. In the presentation today, we have first guest is Shri Anil Kumar Jaiswal, Senior Vice President, Jharkhand Olympic Association. Sir, Yuva Kabaddi Series welcomes you. We would firstly like to thank our partners, Dream 11, broadcast partner, Fan Code, Physio Party UEM, Voice of Kabaddi, Radio City 91.9 FM, and healthcare partner, Genetic Super Specialty Hospital. तडोबा टाइगर्स के सामने थे सिंध सोनिक. लगातार दूसरी जीत और ये छठी हार तडोबा टाइगर्स के नाम. और अब चलते हैं इस मैच के बेस्ट रेडर के लिए. सिंध सोनिक के बलराज सिंह 14 रेड पॉइंट्स. बलराज के बेहतरीन रेड्स पे एक नजर डालते हैं. अगला अवार्ड है बेस्ट डिफेंडर का. सिंध सोनिक के हरेंद्र कुमार पासवान 5 टैकल पॉइंट्स. इनकी शानदार और जानदार टैकल पे एक नजर डालते हैं. धन्यवाद अनिल सर. और अब हम आमंत्रित करना चाहेंगे श्री जी नारायण, असिस्टेंट सेक्रेटरी, झारखंड ओलंपिक एसोसिएशन. और अगला अवार्ड है कबड्डी का कमाल अवार्ड. तडोबा टाइगर्स के अर्जुन राठी फॉर सपोर्टिंग हिज टीम. अर्जुन की शानदार प्रदर्शन, लेकिन अपनी तरफ मैच को खींच नहीं पाए और ये अवार्ड अर्जुन राठी के नाम रहता है. That's all from the presentation ceremony. Thank you for joining us.